Alright guys, welcome to my madness. Today we're going to be taking a look at some new reveals from Hasbro Marvel Legends, mostly X-Men, but a few other things as well. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump straight into it. First up, we got a couple new 3-packs coming out. Some classic blue and gold uniformed X-Men, looking pretty good. We can take a look at the 3-packs here. One, we get Gambit, Banshee, and Psylocke, and the other one, we're getting Storm, Forge, and Jubilee. Now, to take a look at these figures individually, up first, we've got Banshee looking pretty good. Sad that it took this long to get a good Banshee action figure, but here we have him in the classic blue and gold. Then, of course, we've got Psylocke again. Great to get a new Psylocke figure, especially since the old figure is so hard to pick up because it's become very, very expensive on the secondary market. So nice to see that getting put on the field. All right, then of course we got Gambit. Nothing spectacular about this. Looks like the same body they're probably using for all these male figures. They just threw a Gambit head on him and gave him a staff and a special hand throwing some cards, but still, it is appreciated. Then, of course, we got Storm looking pretty good there. She's got the effects on her hands, the short hair. Again, nothing revolutionary here, but it is a new Storm figure. Then, of course, we've got Forge. Now, we did just get a Forge figure. I say just, but we got one here about 3 years ago, give or take, that looked pretty good. And still, I think I like that one better than what I'm seeing here. But again, you want to keep a nice blue and gold team together. No better way than to have all your figures matching costumes. All right, and then, of course, we finish off with Jubilee again. Just like with Psylocke, good to get another Jubilee figure since she is so hard to get a hold of on the secondary market for a decent price. So, all in all, if you like the blue and gold, there is that new Wolverine coming out. You want to put a team together, these two 3-packs might be something for you. Now, as far as I'm concerned, some of these figures I like, some I don't really care about. Would be nice to have them, but in the 3-packs, is it worth picking up all of them? I don't know, especially with recent pricing on some of the 3-packs we've seen lately. Usually around $100, sometimes more. That's a lot of money. Do you want to pay 33 bucks a piece for these? I don't know. Not sure if I do, but that's probably what you're going to be looking at. And next up, we've got a good old-fashioned Claremont Rogue, looking pretty nice in the green and black. I mean, from what I can tell here, this looks like a great figure. I mean, simple sculpt, not much going on there, just a simple female body, but the head sculpt looks good. Digging the hair, and I love the classic colors. Really no way to beat this, and I do appreciate that it does have double jointed arms and is pinless, so 2 thumbs up there. Alright, now we move on to a good classic Emma Frost White Queen, which, if memory serves me correct, we haven't had since the Toy Biz days, so it will be nice to get her in the collection. Looks pretty good. Again, appears to be pinless joints. Can't tell if on this one it is single or double jointed elbows, so who knows about that. But overall, sculpt looks good. Cape, hair, face, everything looks pretty good. So again, if you've been looking for a White Queen Emma Frost action figure, this might be the one for you. Now, there is no lack of options when it comes to Cyclops action figures, but if you want another one, we're getting another one. This one appears to be Cyclops in his astonishing X-Men costume, if memory serves. If I'm wrong, leave it in the comment section down below and let me know which costume this is, but I think that's what we're looking at here. And all in all, it looks pretty good. It's a solid costume, a solid look for Cyclops. I mean, it is Cyclops, so not a lot going on here with sculpt, but it does also appear he is on the new Vulcan body, which looks pretty good, standing him on the shelf next to Vulcan, so the two brothers can look similar in size and stature, and it looks like it's pretty solid. Also, point out here, it does appear to be pinless. We'll see if that's your thing. This one might be for you. And then a figure I know I've been waiting a really long time for, Corsair. Yes, the Summers boy's father. Finally, we get this figure. This is one I have been begging for years and years and years. Why it took this long to get Corsair finally, I don't know. Now, we only have the one picture that I could find of this guy, but he looks pretty damn sweet. He's got the gun, he's got the sword, he's got the proper costume. Hair and head sculpt look great. Paint looks good. Pinless joints. I mean, for me, this one's definitely a win. And next up, we have Chamber from Generation X. This is an interesting choice for a figure. Pretty cool. I mean, you know, certainly could be a lot worse. And it looks like they've done a pretty decent job with it from what I can tell. But I got to be honest with you guys. The first thing I thought about when I saw this figure was, damn, with a good head swap, that would make a great Ghost Rider. I don't know about you guys, but he may be great fodder for custom GR figures. And that is probably the biggest reason why I might pick this guy up. And of course, another Generation X member. Of course, we got Monet St. Croix, or M as she is sometimes called, in the traditional Gen X suit, which looks pretty good. I would love to see an entire lineup of Gen X characters in their costumes, because I've always loved this costume. Thought it was a great look for some mutant characters. Thought it was a great comic as well, and it is welcome here to get this girl in figure form. Now, I'm not really sure who this is, to be honest. I mean, it looks like Sabretooth has been turned into a werewolf, and maybe that's what it is. Did I miss that run in the comics? I don't know. Either way, whoever this is or is supposed to be, which I'm going to go with Werewolf Sabretooth, looks pretty good. I mean, we've got the Sabretooth outfit. It's got all the details on it. Looks good, looks solid, but of course we get kind of a werewolf by night head slapped on there. Is that what this is? You guys let me know in the comments section down below. Either way, even if you did a quick head swap, it would make for a really, really cool Sabretooth with maybe a little bit more of a traditional Sabretooth head, and at the very least, you could certainly do a really cool Werewolf by Night head swap custom with that head. Alright, next up we have a member of Generation X, Quentin Choir. Looking pretty good. Again, very, very simple sculpt here. Not a lot going on. Does appear to be possibly on the Vulcan body, but it's kind of hard to tell for sure, but I'm going with that for the moment. This is a character that I'm not sure anybody was really asking for, but you know, if you're going to put together your Gen X lineup, here's another one to add to it. And to finish this off with a couple of renders we got of figures to look forward to, we have first what appears to be a brand new PlayStation Spider-Man on the new Renew Your Vows Spider-Man Buck, which is a welcome update here. And also, as we've talked about with some of the other figures here, since that PlayStation Spider-Man is so hard to get a hold of on the secondary market just because of price, I'm sure a lot of people will be looking forward to picking up a new version of him and having that in their collection. And lastly, here we have the figure that out of all of these I am the most excited about picking up, and that is an animated version of Craven the Hunter. Craven the Hunter, in my opinion, one of Spider-Man's greatest villains, period, end of story. And I gotta say, I know it's just a digital render, but he looks pretty good here. Now, I'm not usually big into the animated stuff, not big on cell shading, but this thing, as it is, I don't see any cell shading on it. Looks pretty cool, and this is definitely something I want to pick up. Alright guys, that is it for today as far as reveals go, at least as far as what I could find on the interwebs. Hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know in the comment section down below, are any of these figures something you want to pick up? Do any of these just do it for you, or do some of them just disgust you? I don't know. Let me know down below. And as always guys, thanks for watching, and remember, enjoy your collection.